In this video I will show you my party setup for hard mode, you power hungry bastards. I was playing with this setup for the whole time and it is tried and tested multiple times on many difficult battles. You gotta understand something, that even if you have fantastic party setup, you still need to know enemies' most devastating attack patterns to be able to avoid massive damage. It is also important to know when to switch materia and which element to use, but I've already covered that in my hard mode tips video, so you can check that out if you need more tips on how to play on hard mode. This build also has couple of optional materia slotted in that can be changed for something much more important in specific boss fights, like let's say subversion materia for Eligor fight. This build consists of Cloud being our magic and physical damage dealer, Barret and Aerith being my support cast, and Tifa being our primarily physical damage dealer. Trick is to slot most necessary materials for most occasions across all three active characters during the battle. So here is the setup. On Cloud I have one element materia connected with elemental support materia. This gives us additional damage that exploits weakness of an enemy, therefore staggering them more quickly. Element that we are using is interchangeable and depends on the battle. Next to that we have magic up materia that increases magic attack. Cloud is not only physical damage dealer, but he uses that one materia that is enemy's weakness as a spell too when possible. Next to that we have also healing materia slotted, so Cloud also casts heals because of his healing MP cost reduction on Twin Sabers. That is why magic up is really good choice for Cloud in this occasion, because magic attack also affects amount of heals done. If you want something else other than magic up materia, then feel free to slot whatever you like. This materia is optional. Then we have luck up materia. Luck increases crit chance, and we need crit chance for any kind of damage dealer party member. Then we have steadfast block. This is fantastic materia when you're blocking attacks and also when AI is controlling this particular party member. AI plays defensively, so steadfast block is fantastic to get some ATB charges going. Then we have skill master materia. Skill master is great to get some additional ATB charges going. This materia works in such a way that if you use different 3 types of commands, you get ATB boost. These commands can be whatever as long as you are not repeating the same one. So for example with Cloud you can use focused thrust, counter stance and then triple slash. Such combination activates skill master materia. It is also an optional materia that you can remove if you want to slot something else. After that we have 2 HP up materias and 1 revival. Setup that I'm using with Cloud is Twin Sabers, because Twin Sabers give very balanced but powerful setup between physical and magical attack. As for the armor piece, get yourself anything that you want. If you go for better defense, then you're gonna have 3 slots, in which case I would recommend removing either magic up or skill master materia. I went with force bracelet to get myself 4 slots. Accessory that I'm using is champion's belt that increases max HP by 10% and gives us 5% more strength. This also depends on the situation. If you're fighting enemies that can sleep you, then go for headband. If you're fighting enemies that can poison you, go for star pendant and so on. There are many choices that you can go for in accessory department. I have slotted also combination of elemental support materia and 1 element for Tifa, because she is damage dealer as well. ATB assist materia works fantastic with Tifa. She can fill up her ATB gauge quite fast, and next to that we tend to use Unbridled Strength ability twice in a row, which then activates ATB assist materia. We have also luck up materia on Tifa to increase our crit chance. After that we have usual setup with 2 HP up materias, 1 MP up materia, revival and steadfast block. Gear that I'm using with Tifa are metal knuckles, because metal knuckles offer most physical attack out of any other weapon. Then I'm using chain bangle, which is the best armor piece in the game, but unfortunately we can only get one. At least I think so. Accessory that I'm using is champion's belt, same like Cloud. Again, switch it for something else if you need defense against something specific. Aerith and Barret have very similar setup because they are both support characters in this party setup. They both have barrier plus magnify, as it is one of the most potent combinations in the game and the mandatory one for hard mode. They both also have time materia. Time materia is very useful because of haste and stop. Stop works on a lot of enemies, and haste is especially useful on support characters that use prayer as their healing method, because prayer costs 2 ATB gauges and we need to fill them up as fast as possible. Haste helps with that. Then we have HP up, 1 is enough for Barret. Then we have prayer, which is our most used healing ability. 2 MP up materias. Magic up, so that our heals from prayer are more potent, but it is an optional thing with Barret, you can switch it with anything you want. And lastly, ATB boost materia. ATB boost is fantastic for Barret because he can get 2 ATB gauges at the start of the battle by using overcharge and then ATB boost. EKG cannon is my primary weapon because it has decent magic attack boost and we need magic attack to get increased heals from prayer. Armor piece is whichever one you want. I went with Rune Armlet to get a little bit more magic defense. Accessory should be healing Carcanet because it increases healing from prayer and healing materia. Only difference in Aerith's setup when compared to Barret is that she's got added healing materia and 2 HP up and 1 MP up materia instead of Barret's version of 2 MP up and 1 HP up. With her I'm using reinforced staff as it is one of her best weapons. It grants really high magic attack boost, which then affects healing from prayer and healing materia. I'm using also Supreme Bracer to give her a little bit more physical defense, and of course healing Carcanet to get more healing out of our spells and prayer. Metal Knuckles of Tifa should be upgraded something like this. We want all attack power upgrades, speed upgrades, any kind of damage increase like rear assault boost, attack damage boost, buff duration is also nice, and of course don't forget 6 materia slots. 6 connected materia slots are not necessary, 4 are more than enough. Good alternative weapon is Purple Rain if you want something instead of Metal Knuckles. Cloud's Twin Sabers should be leveled up something like this. With this you will have increased MP, increased elemental materia damage, increased attack power, magic attack power, 6 slots, some kind of damage reduction when guarding, reprieve and healing spells MP cost reduction by 20%. Reinforced Staff of Aerith is all about increased magic attack power. Next to that go for buff duration boost, max MP upgrades and definitely take self-healing 50% boost with low HP. Barret's EKG cannon should be upgraded something like this. I mean, eventually if you get enough points you will get every upgrade, but you should focus on getting first magic attack power up, max HP up, new materia slots, and then go for stuff like critical hit rate, critical hit damage, and so on. Alright, so how to play this? On hard mode, you're gonna have to switch a bit more than a normal mode between characters. Damage dealers are the ones you should focus on controlling the most, like Cloud and Tifa. AI is incompetent when it comes to dealing damage, and that is why you should focus on controlling them. However, battle needs to be started by controlling any support character, be it Barret or Aerith. With Barret you can start by using Overcharge and then ATB boost. With Aerith use normal attack couple of times and then use ATB boost. This will immediately put you at 2 ATB gauges. One gauge should be used immediately to put mana wall on all party members. Next gauge can be used in Barret's case on Steel Skin, or in both cases haste. There are also other options depending on the situation, which I leave to you, as long as you start with mana wall. After that you can start controlling Cloud or Tifa and dish out enormous amounts of damage, but make sure to reapply mana wall whenever possible. With this whole build you will have enough mana points with everyone to satisfy all your needs, be it offensively, defensively and for healing. Just be conservative with MP when going through chapters. Don't go overboard, there's no need to use mana wall in every fight, save the best for bosses. Anyway, that would be all for this video, thank you for watching and see you soon.